Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. Today we are back out at the YouTube yacht site. If you're new to the channel, we are building a steamboat paddle wheeler style themed, shaped, whatever you want to say, rental cabin out in the woods on our property. And today we're going to be working on the footers and fingers crossed, hopefully getting those footers poured. Got a little bit of help out here with me today. Just like that. Oh God, shut that door. This is ridiculous. Well, look at this go. That'll be fine. That'll be just fine. All right, you ready? That'll work. Nice job. You guys see we got a little bit of a water problem on this side. I do have a small submersible pump, but it's really slow, like 15 gallons per minute. I think I'm honestly just go get a bucket and a rope. I can probably just bucket that out faster than it would take me to get the generator set up out here. So we're gonna do that next. Oh, we still have all the short pins we need to bring down. Huh?
I love eating dirt and dust.
You love eating dirt and dust?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably good for you. You know,
What?
5 years ago, I used to work for Mike, Dirt Perfect, full time. Worked for him 5 years full time. Through a lot of winters, 5 of them, if you're good at math. And I always thought, why do people try to build homes in the wintertime? What a miserable time of year to try to build homes. Yep. Well, here we are though. You can see I learned a lot. On the bright side, I got great company today, so can't complain about the company. She's keeping me laughing. Isn't that right? Yep. Yep. All right. We got most of it dug out. I'd say all of it dug out. Needs to be cleaned out, actually. I'm gonna take a quick breather. Pull a few more buckets of water. And then we'll give you a little tour and get some grate pins going in. That'll be next. What do you say, sunshine? A few more hours, maybe? Oh, that was subpar at best. Try her again. A little better. Yep, it'd help if you didn't drag the bucket backwards. But that's okay. Water's down to about only an inch deep. Majority, oh, yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, bud? Okay. about 3 inches. That's not bad. For what came out of there, I'll take her. I'll take her all day, bud. We're getting ready to do grade pins. You're in the industry, you understand grade pins. But just in case you're unfamiliar, this is just 1/2-inch rebar, number 4 bar, whichever you choose to call it. We're really lucky we're at Moser's Crushed Stone, our concrete supplier. Whenever they're having us pins, saves us a lot of time on the job site. They don't charge any extra. You just pay your regular linear foot price that you would for your number 4 bar. Can't beat that. Anywho, 2 foot long. We'll drive them in the ground using a laser, and then the top of the pin will be laser level all the way around. Okay. Oh, on. It always helps. It is a lot easier if you have 2 people, one to hold the grade rod and one to drive the stakes. But I'll show you a real quick, easy method. If you're doing it by yourself, you don't have to, well, you'll see. You'll see. It'll make sense. It'll make sense. You've probably already seen it on Andrew Camarada's channel. Oh, real close, bud. All right, so I got my string line ran around, but this is what I do when I'm working by myself. Let me top that off. See how the string line's just wrapped around there? Nothing fancy. But then you take it and you hook it right on top of the rebar like that on both ends, and then you can just drive the stake to the string, and you don't have to sit there and mess with the grade rod up and down the whole time, all the way around. Once you drive everything all the way around, go back with the grade rod and just double check it, just to make sure. But that's the technique I use whenever I'm working by myself. I think it works fairly well. So I've got all the grade pins in all the way around. Everything looks really good. We're about 12 inches deep all the way on this side, which this is the side where we pulled the biggest of those rocks out of. So we had a little trouble maintaining grade on this side, but being this is the downhill side of the cut, a little bit thicker footer, not gonna hurt my feelings at all. We're good at 10 inches all the way around to there and all the way around to here. So very happy with that. Still some water in the hole, but whenever we pour the concrete, you'll see we should be able to chase most of that water around to this corner, this side, but I've got to build a little plywood chute to go from here to there and hope that that works, you know, fingers crossed, hoping a prayer. I don't know. But before we do that, I'm gonna go change socks and shoes real quick. I snagged a pair of rubber boots. Not quite sure what happened in this scenario, but we got us a left, and we got us a left. So I've just been wearing my hiking shoes today, and they held up for a little while, but we are past the soaking point. Let me go change that real quick. We'll get working on that wooden ring, just in case, you know, this doesn't go to plan. Before we build that concrete chute thing, I just want to make dang sure that the plan B here actually starts up for us. By the way, pond update. A few people have been asking for it. There it is. Still not all the way full, but we really haven't had too much rain. Looking gorgeous though. We're excited about it. Anywho, let's just make sure this little girl fires up, and that way, I hope it stays right here. I hope it doesn't have to leave this spot, but that way, if it does, we know it's ready to go. Okay. Fluids look good. Turn the master on, see if we can get anything. Let's see. Oh, no kidding. She's been sitting for 2 whole months, so let's see what we get here. I'm missing something. Optimistic. It's more than optimistic. perfect fit. I feel a lot better having that up here. Hopefully, like I said, we don't need to see how that goes. Made a new trail. You guys like it? Pretty nice. All right, now that we have that done, we'll run up to the barn, get some lumber, and get that little concrete chute ramp thing kind of made. Guys. Guys, want a little closer look at this contraption. You'll probably notice I never used a tape measure. I just sits on these makeshift rails to help make it a little easier to slide. I just got to round up. I got some scrap plywood at the barn, throw in here. Hopefully right into there. There'll be two of us. I did manage to round up some pretty awesome help tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about. So there will be two of us, and this will save a lot of, like I said, he should be able to shoot this, but none of that. So that saves us, well, a lot of raking, a lot of wheelbarrowing, and about 600 bucks on a pump truck. So we'll see if it works. Probably not, but we will certainly try it. So that's where we're at now. We've got all that cleaned out, all built and sitting there. Grade pins around. In the morning, I'll probably try to get some more water out of it first thing. See the sun setting over the ridge there, looking beautiful. I have a few more odds and ends to pick up tonight. A couple tools I want to make sure I have rounded up. Concrete's coming at 8:30 tomorrow morning, along with the help, which I'm pretty excited about, like I said. Just gonna hop on the Ranger, crawl our way on out of here, and I'll meet you guys in the morning. So it is morning. We're back out here to knock out just a couple loose ends. You guys can see the pond right down through there. But here's something we did not expect from this location. You see this reflection right here through the trees right here? That's the river. Of course, you got some ridges over there, which is beautiful. So, unexpected bonus that we talked about in a couple other videos is you can, in fact, see the river through the trees in the wintertime. So that's kind of fun. And you can definitely hear the barges up here, which I just love the way barges sound. So that's kind of cool as well. So I got the 4-way. I can set a string line up after we get the footers poured and go ahead and wet set some pins. That way it's tied in really well to the actual wall whenever we do it. There is some good... Today's the last day below freezing for a while. It's below freezing until about 10 today, and then it gets up into the 50s, believe it or not, and is only getting down to like 45 tonight. And then it's supposed to rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I really wanted to try to get this in. It was a good weather window for this time of the year. That's kind of why we're pushing for it. Nothing to do now but wait on the concrete trucks and the help. I don't know how long that is though. Did I mention my phone broke? Not 100% sure what happened to it. It just stopped taking charge. I cleaned out the little port really well, tried different cables. I can't get to take charge for anything. So we'll just step up the challenge a little bit and decide to go ahead and pour concrete with absolutely no contact with the batch plant. I don't know what could possibly go wrong with that. I'm going to spend the remainder of my time trying to get as much water out of that footer as possible. Concrete is here. Man behind the scenes is here. We're going to see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie, that went better than I expected.
Yeah, you must have had this Dirt Perfect put this drive in for you, huh?
Dirt Perfect did not put this drive in. He says he can see the boat design. He didn't look very sold, did he?
No, he didn't.
That's gonna be a lot of splatter, but that's perfect. That's perfect. It's not dirt perfect, but it's Captain Kleeman average standards. Okay. I'm hoping the weight of that coming out will kind of help push it around, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna get used to slide for about 2 foot.
We made the dang thing, we're gonna use it.
Yeah.
Prettiest thing, but it beats raking all the way around there. That's for damn sure.
Honestly, I think it's pretty slick. I think I want to put 2x6 sideboards on though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, next time I build a boat-shaped cabin. Yeah, look good all the way through here. Is that floating right at the top?
Yep.
Concrete's in the hole. It's there. Get anything prepped or ready. But considering how irregular that footer was with all the rocks we poured out, I am not too upset about an extra yard. Some days it's cheaper to have a yard extra than it is to reorder a minimum of 3 yards, which is what they do here, 3-yard minimum. So I'd rather be a yard over than be half a yard short and have to order 3 more yards. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Clean off my fancy concrete boots here. Real fancy concrete. Well, the first truck actually ended up getting turned around right here, which actually surprised me, but he's got a longer wheelbase than that first truck does. So Dutch is just going to back out. He won't have any problem with it. So Dutch made it out to the main road. He's actually cleaning off the chert from his tires and stuff so it doesn't make too much of a mess, which is, you know, above and beyond pretty awesome. That's what you get when you get stuff for Mulzers anyway. The road held up better than we expected. Better than we expected. They both made it back here just fine. Like we said, 9.5 yards, but we split trucks to keep them a little bit lighter, and it worked out just fine. Go get some grade pins in, take a close look at this thing. And I'm gonna go take a nap. What are you doing today?
I think I'm gonna take a nap before I go back into work.
We're gonna go take naps. Not together. Not together.
No.
That's not.
Yeah,
no.
make that clear. See that right there where I dropped that pin?
That'll be okay. You guys can really see that shape coming through there, right? Now we ended up a little wider in spots. We talked about that, pulling those big rocks out, and that's not a problem. A little bit wider footer and a little bit deeper footer. I'm not going to complain about a stronger foundation. We ran 3 pieces of number 4 half-inch bar all the way around. You saw the custom bend job on the old persimmon tree over there. And then we went ahead and wet set our pins on the straight sections. I'm not 100% sure the exact radius of how that new Dura, or what we're going to be able to get out of that new Dura, which is the insulated concrete forms for the bow section. So I didn't want to go ahead and risk wet setting these and then having to cut them off out of the way later. So we'll just have to wait for that. As far as the concrete in that thing, it's only like that thick right now. So we'll just let her cure out for a few days and then breaker up with a hammer and get it out of that. I'm going to actually in Gatlinburg right now. That's why he's not up here helping, because he's in Gatlinburg right now. So I'm going to get his tools back to him. A little bit of an update on this project, by the way. You guys know we are paying for this project with YouTube revenue. We were able to use November for the footers, and December has been another awesome month for us. We're able to get about half of the ICF ordered. So we're pretty excited about that, because that means we get to keep going on this project. Also, we need to thank some very important people here. Not them. I mean, they're great people, but do you guys see what this is? This is hot chocolate with extra Lucky Charms marshmallows. Here's the deal. As much help as I get from Mike, Dirt Perfect, as much help as I've been getting from Aaron, man behind the scenes, and all of you guys for supporting the channel, there is no way that without a doubt we could not do this build if it wasn't for this awesome family that I have that's supporting me. The girls ran out some hot chocolate with extra marshmallows while we were out here working, which was awesome. And Chelsea has been incredibly supportive of this, which says a lot. This is a boat-shaped, steamboat-shaped themed rental cabin. I don't know too many wives that would support such a crazy idea. So there is a huge thank you to be said for my family supporting this. I don't know. I think that's all I have for this one, because I'm pretty cold, pretty tired, and I'm just ready to get back to the house and hang out with the kiddos on the couch today. I hope you guys are having a great whatever it is you're having today. As always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.